You ever feel like nobody truly gets you? Like there's a part of yourself, a secret chamber in your soul, that even you haven't quite figured out? We walk through life, put on brave faces, navigate our routines, but deep down, doesn't a quiet voice sometimes whisper, "Am I really seen? Am I truly known for who I am, beyond the roles I play, beyond the masks I wear?" It's a fundamental human longing, isn't it? To be understood at our core, to have our deepest thoughts and feelings recognized, perhaps even before we recognize them ourselves. This isn't just a fleeting thought. For many, it's a persistent ache, a feeling of being a puzzle missing a crucial piece, or a book with a few chapters yet unwritten, even to its own author. We spend so much energy trying to present a certain image to the world, to earn approval, to fit in, that we sometimes lose touch with the authentic self beneath it all. Where do we find that genuine self? Who has the key to unlock that chamber? Or maybe worse, you just feel adrift. Imagine stepping onto a ship with no compass, no charts, no predetermined destination, just vast, endless ocean stretching out before you. That feeling of being without a map, without a clear purpose, unsure where you're even going, it's profoundly disorienting. In a world that constantly bombards us with choices, expectations, and comparisons, it's easy to feel lost in the noise, unsure of our direction. We chase success, happiness, validation, often finding that even when we grasp them, the underlying sense of meaning can remain elusive. The career, the relationships, the achievements. They can feel hollow if they don't align with a deeper, underlying purpose. And in those quiet moments when the distractions fade, that feeling of being unmoored, unanchored can creep in, leaving us with a profound sense of existential uncertainty. We search for answers in self-help books, in fleeting trends, in the opinions of others. But what if the true answers, the ones that anchor the soul, reside in a source far older, far wiser, and infinitely more profound? What if there's a foundational truth that predates all our modern anxieties? What if I told you there's an ancient text, written thousands of years ago, not by some self-appointed guru, but woven into the very fabric of human experience through divine inspiration? A text that holds the very source code of your existence? Think of it like this. Every complex system, every intricate piece of technology has underlying code, a blueprint that defines its function and purpose. You, my friend, are infinitely more complex, more miraculous than any piece of technology. And this ancient text, this sacred writing, reveals your ultimate design. It's not just a collection of abstract ideas, it's a living, breathing revelation, a divine GPS for your soul, a blueprint for your purpose. It was not written about you in a general sense, but for you, specifically, as if its words were tailored to address the very questions stirring in your heart right now. It speaks to the yearning for connection, the search for meaning, the longing to be known and loved, not for what you do, but for who you are. This isn't just old parchment, something to be studied academically or revered from a distance. This is an invitation to a profound encounter. This is something that will rewire your entire perception of who you are, how you were made, and your place in this vast universe. Imagine downloading an entirely new operating system for your life, one that eliminates glitches, clarifies pathways, and unlocks capabilities you didn't even know you possessed. That's the kind of transformation we're talking about here. It's a shift from a limited human-centric view of self to a boundless, divinely centered understanding of your identity and potential. It challenges the conventional wisdom that tells you to define yourself by your accomplishments, your failures, or the opinions of others. Instead, it invites you to look inward and upward, to discover a truth that is both deeply personal and universally true, a truth that offers stability in a chaotic world, clarity in confusion, and profound peace in moments of doubt. Prepare to unlock a deeper understanding of God, of yourself, and of your entire life, because the truths you're about to uncover in Psalm 139 will be nothing short of revolutionary. We're going to peel back the layers of this incredible passage, not just to read its words, but to experience its power, It's a journey into the heart of who you are, framed by the infinite love and wisdom of your Creator. This is about more than just knowledge. It's about revelation. It's about experiencing a connection that grounds you, elevates you, and sends you forward with a renewed sense of purpose and belonging. So take a deep breath. Clear your mind. Open your heart, because what we're about to explore together in this ancient psalm has the power to transform everything. This isn't just old parchment, something to be archived in a dusty library or recited as a historical artifact. The Salmo 139, this profound passage we're about to explore, is far more than an ancient poem. It stands as one of the most intimate, personal, and utterly revealing documents ever penned, a testament not just to what was, but to what is and what can be in your life right now. It doesn't merely speak about God in an abstract theological sense, it speaks directly from God to you, a whisper straight from the heart of the Creator to the depths of your own soul. And in an even more astonishing twist, it speaks about you to God, offering a unique perspective, almost as if it's God revealing your innermost workings to Himself, reminding Himself of the intricate masterpiece He lovingly crafted. It's a dialogue of creation and relationship, captured in verses that defy the boundaries of time and space. Imagine for a moment a being, an intelligence so vast, so encompassing, that it not only observes your every move, every decision, every fleeting emotion, but also comprehends you at a level so profound it stretches the limits of human understanding. This is a God who grasps your essence not just on a superficial level, but delves into your very molecular structure, the complex wiring of your psyche, and the intricate fabric of your spirit. This isn't just a casual acquaintance. This is a divine intimacy. Picture this: a God who holds a complete, utterly exhaustive file of your entire existence, meticulously detailed, precisely understood, even before you took your very first breath. Every hope, every fear, every unvoiced prayer, every dream, every single experience you would ever have known, comprehended and accounted for, long before you were even a thought in your parents' minds. This is the staggering premise that Psalm 139 lays before us, challenging our conventional understanding of knowledge and presence. It insists that you are not a random accident, not an unplanned variable in the grand scheme of things, but a deeply intentional creation, known and cherished from eternity past. This Salmo, my friend, is your divine identity manual. It is the original blueprint, the sacred algorithm of your being, In a world obsessed with self-discovery through external validation, through achievements, through possessions, this Salmo cuts through the noise and directs you inward, to the source of your true identity. It is a mirror, a cosmic mirror, reflecting back to you not who the world says you are, not who your failures might whisper you are, but who you truly are in the eyes of your Creator. It shows you that your value isn't something you earn or lose. It's inherent, woven into your very design by a loving God. And in that reflection, you begin to see not just yourself, but the infinite wisdom and boundless love of the One who sculpted every fiber of your being. This isn't just about understanding God's attributes in an abstract way. It's about understanding how those attributes specifically intersect with your life, shaping your past, defining your present, and guiding your future. Today, we are going to embark on a journey to decode 4 of the most surprising and life-altering truths embedded within this extraordinary psalm. These aren't mere theological concepts to be debated in academic circles. These are powerful keys designed to unlock your deepest identity, to release you from the prison of comparison and self-doubt, and to give you an entirely new, unshakable lens through which to perceive your life. We will delve into aspects of divine knowledge, divine presence, divine design, and divine guidance, each revelation building upon the last, culminating in a fresh, profound understanding of your place in God's grand narrative. Each truth will challenge your preconceived notions, stir your spirit, and invite you into a deeper relationship with the One who knows you completely and loves you unconditionally. It's an invitation to see beyond the ordinary, to step into the extraordinary reality of being known, truly known, by the God of the universe. So as we prepare to unravel these profound truths, consider this. What if the answers to your deepest questions about identity, purpose, and belonging have been written for you all along, just waiting for you to open this ancient, yet eternally relevant, divine manual. What if embracing these truths could shift your perspective from one of searching to one of confident knowing, from feeling lost to feeling found? This is not a theoretical exercise. This is an invitation to personal transformation, to experiencing the comfort, the courage, and the unwavering love that comes from truly understanding the unshakable premise of Psalm 139. The psalmist begins this section with a declaration that echoes through the ages, a truth so foundational it can feel almost overwhelming. You have searched me and known me. My friend, this is not just a casual acknowledgement, not simply an awareness that God knows your name or where you live. This goes infinitely deeper. Imagine for a moment in our hyper-connected digital world, a search engine so powerful, so predictive, that it knows your search history before you even type the query. It understands your unspoken questions, anticipates your needs, and sees the very thought forming in your mind long before your fingers ever touch the keyboard. That's the level of intimacy and knowledge the psalmist is describing here when he says, God knows me. It means God comprehends the very essence of your being, your past, your present, and even the unfolding future of your journey. Think about it. He knows you're sitting down and you're rising up. This isn't just about your physical movements. It's about the start and end of every activity, every endeavor, every period of rest and labor in your life. He perceives your thoughts from afar. Can you grasp the profound implication of this? Before a worry takes full shape in your mind, before a plan solidifies, before a doubt whispers its insidious message, God already comprehends it. He doesn't need you to articulate your struggles or your dreams. He's already there in the genesis of your mental landscape. This isn't a passive observation. It's an active, engaged understanding of your inner world, a recognition of the very fabric of your consciousness. He doesn't just see your actions. He sees the intentions behind them, the silent prayers of your heart, the unspoken cries of your soul. This intimate knowledge extends to every facet of your existence, revealing a God who is not distant or aloof, but intimately acquainted with every fiber of your being. The psalm continues saying, He searches out my path and my lying down, and is acquainted with all my ways. This means every decision you make, every road you choose to walk down, every moment of rest you take, every routine, every habit, every interaction is fully known to Him. Even those moments when you feel utterly alone, completely unseen, when you believe your actions are private or insignificant, He is intimately aware. He sees the choices that lead you to joy and the detours that bring pain. He understands the complexities of your journey, the twists and turns you encounter, the unexpected challenges that arise. And it's not just about what you do. It's about the sum total of your being, the intricate dance of your personality, your tendencies, your unique way of navigating the world. He has a comprehensive understanding of all your ways, the seen and the unseen, the celebrated and the hidden. This isn't just data collection. It's a profound, loving connection to the very core of who you are, a recognition that every aspect of your life matters to Him. Consider the incredible comfort embedded in this truth. Even before a word is on my tongue, behold, O Lord, you know it altogether. Before you utter a single syllable, before you form a sentence, before the thought even fully materializes into language, God already knows it. This means He anticipates your needs, understands your intentions, and comprehends the weight behind your words. It's a knowledge that bypasses the imperfections of human communication, the misinterpretations, the unsaid truths. He knows the prayer before you kneel, the cry before it escapes your lips, the confession before you articulate your regret. This level of comprehensive knowledge isn't meant to inspire fear, but rather profound relief. In a world where we often feel misunderstood, where our intentions are misjudged, where we struggle to express the deepest parts of ourselves, to know that God already knows it all is a freedom beyond measure. It means you don't have to pretend. You don't have to craft the perfect words. You don't have to hide any part of yourself from Him. This leads us to a crucial, often inverted implication. Many might recoil from such perfect knowledge, fearing a divine invasion of privacy. But my friend, consider the alternative. If God knows everything about you, every mistake, every failure, every hidden flaw, every darkest thought, every private struggle, and He still loves you, still desires a relationship with you, still offers grace and redemption, then what else do you possibly need to hide? This transparency with the divine unleashes a radical authenticity within your own soul. It frees you from the burden of maintaining a facade, of striving for an impossible perfection, of living in constant fear of exposure. If the one who knows you most completely loves you most perfectly, then there is nothing left to fear in being truly known. This knowledge isn't a weapon used against you. It's a foundation for unwavering acceptance and boundless grace. It's the ultimate permission to be fully and completely yourself, in all your glorious complexity and all your human imperfection. From a pastoral perspective, this truth offers immense solace and direction. Your anxiety, those persistent doubts that plague your mind, the fears that gnaw at your peace, even the unvoiced questions about your faith or your future. He already knows them. He comprehends the depths of your struggles, the silent battles you fight, the burdens you carry. And because He knows, He is uniquely positioned to guide you, to comfort you, to lead you through it. This isn't a cosmic surveillance system designed to catch you in the act. It's a divine support system, a perfect GPS that understands every nuance of your journey, capable of rerouting you when you stray, and reaffirming your path when you walk in uncertainty. When you feel lost, when you're grappling with an impossible decision, when your heart is heavy with an unspoken burden, remember this: the omniscient one, the God who is your internal search engine, already knows. He is not just aware of your data. He cares for your soul. His knowledge is always for your good, for your growth, and for your ultimate flourishing. What a profound comfort to be so completely known and so completely loved. Have you ever felt the overwhelming urge to just disappear? To press the cosmic airplane mode button on your life? To escape the crushing weight of circumstances, the nagging whispers of guilt, or the unbearable sting of a broken heart? Perhaps you've longed for a place so remote, so untouched, that even your own thoughts couldn't follow. A sanctuary where no one, not even God, could find you. It's a natural human impulse, isn't it? To seek refuge when life becomes too much. To fantasize about slipping away from the demands, the disappointments, the relentless pressures that pursue us. We look for a hidden corner, a quiet space, a temporary oblivion, believing that distance might offer relief, that invisibility might bring peace. But the psalmist in Psalm 139 confronts this very human longing for escape with a truth so profound, so all-encompassing, it shatters the illusion of solitude. He asks, "Where can I go from your spirit? Where can I flee from your presence?" This isn't a question born of fear or rebellion, but one of genuine inquiry, an honest grappling with the sheer scope of God's being. And the answer he finds, the answer that echoes down through millennia to touch your heart today, is absolute. There is nowhere. Nowhere you can go, nowhere you can hide. No corner of the cosmos or cranny of your soul where His presence does not extend. Imagine trying to outrun the very air you breathe, or to escape the pull of gravity itself. It's an impossibility, woven into the fabric of reality. This is not the presence of a tyrannical big brother, watching your every move to judge or condemn. No, this is the inescapable, all-encompassing presence of a loving Creator, whose very essence is interwoven with the existence of everything, including you. The psalmist then paints vivid pictures of this omnipresence. If I go up to the heavens, you are there. Think of the highest achievements, the loftiest aspirations, the pinnacles of success or intellectual pride. When you feel on top of the world, bathed in the glow of accomplishment, believing you've reached heights by your own strength, God is there. He's not waiting for you to fall. He's there in the very breath of your triumph, in the joy of your ascent. And conversely, if I make my bed in the depths, you are there. The depths can represent profound despair, the darkness of failure, the crushing weight of grief, the shame of sin, or the cold isolation of depression. When you feel like you've sunk to the absolute bottom, when the light seems to have vanished and hope itself is a distant memory, even there, in that deepest, most desolate place, his presence remains. He is not startled by your sorrow, nor repulsed by your brokenness. He is there patiently, lovingly, waiting. He continues, "If I rise on the wings of the dawn, if I settle on the far side of the sea, even there your hand will guide me. Your right hand will hold me fast." Consider the incredible speed and ambition implied by the wings of the dawn, our restless drive to move forward, to explore, to achieve, to travel to the ends of the earth. We might seek new beginnings, new identities, hoping a change of scenery will bring a change of heart. And the far side of the sea represents the ultimate isolation, the unknown, the terrifying vastness where one might feel utterly cut off, abandoned, beyond reach. Yet even in these most extreme scenarios of pursuit or solitude, the promise holds firm. His hand will guide you. His right hand will hold you fast. This is the ultimate tether, the unbreakable connection. It means that whether you are soaring with dreams or drowning in despair, whether you are bustling in the crowd or isolated in your thoughts, his presence is not merely a distant awareness. It is an active, sustaining, guiding force. This is the inverted implication of omnipresence, a truth that liberates rather than confines. We often flee from God when we've messed up, when we feel unworthy, when shame overwhelms us, or when we are simply overwhelmed by life's difficulties. We instinctively retreat into ourselves, build walls, and try to isolate our pain or our perceived failures. But the profound message of Psalm 139 is that this inescapable presence is not a threat, but the very source of our security and comfort. When you feel most vulnerable, most exposed, most alone, it is precisely then that his omnipresence becomes your greatest refuge. It means that in your darkest hour, when you whisper prayers you think no one hears, when tears fall unseen, when your heart aches with a pain too deep for words, you are not alone. He is there. From a pastoral heart, I want you to grasp this deeply. Your loneliness, that crushing sense of desolation, the sharp pangs of grief, or the gnawing feeling of being unheard, all of it is embraced by his omnipresence. He doesn't merely see your suffering. He is present in your suffering. He does not just acknowledge your pain, he is with you in your pain. This understanding forms the bedrock for true healing and genuine restoration. You don't have to summon him. He is already there. You don't have to earn his proximity. It is his very nature. This truth assures us that even when our own strength fails, when friends abandon us, or when the world seems to turn its back, there remains a constant, unwavering, and loving presence that holds us, guides us, and never ever lets us go. What profound peace to know that you are forever enveloped in the loving embrace of the one who is everywhere, always. Have you ever looked in the mirror, really looked, and wondered about the masterpiece staring back? Or perhaps more often, have you looked and seen only flaws, imperfections, the places where you don't quite measure up to the ideal society, or even your own critical voice, sets for you? In a world that constantly bombards us with images of perfection, with curated lives on social media, it's incredibly easy to feel like you're just a random compilation of genetic material, a cosmic accident, or worse, a design with serious defects. We compare ourselves to others, striving for an unattainable standard, and in that relentless pursuit, we often lose sight of something fundamentally true, something profound about our very existence. What if I told you that you are, in fact, the most intricate, deliberate, and invaluable creation ever conceived, a true, non-fungible token of immeasurable worth, custom designed by the master artist himself? This is where Psalm 139 takes a breathtaking turn, inviting us into the sacred space of our own making. The psalmist declares, "For you created my inmost being. You knit me together in my mother's womb." This isn't mere biological description. This is a profound theological statement, a whisper from eternity that your existence is not a coincidence. Think of it as divine genetic engineering, but on a scale that transcends any human imagination. Before your first breath, before your heart took its first beat, before your eyes ever opened to the light, you were not just formed, you were knit together. Imagine the meticulous care, the intricate detail, the precise intent involved in knitting. Every strand, every stitch, every color chosen with purpose. You are not a mass-produced item. You are a bespoke creation, handcrafted with infinite love and unparalleled skill. Your temperament, your talents, your unique quirks, your passions, even the color of your hair and the shape of your smile. Every detail was intentionally woven into the tapestry of your being. Then the psalm continues with an even more astonishing revelation. I praise you because I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Your works are wonderful. I know that full well. My frame was not hidden from you when I was made in the secret place, when I was woven together in the depths of the earth. Your eyes saw my unformed body. All the days ordained for me were written in your book, before one of them came to be. Though, this isn't just about your physical form being miraculous, though it undeniably is. Fearfully and wonderfully made speaks to an awe-inspiring, almost terrifying beauty and complexity, a design so brilliant it evokes wonder and reverence. You are a living testament to the boundless creativity and infinite wisdom of God. The secret place and depths of the earth are metaphors for the hidden, mysterious process of creation in the womb. Yet even there, in that unseen sanctuary, your every cell, every nerve, every emerging system was under his watchful, loving eye. And here lies the blueprint, the divine design file. Your eyes saw my unformed body. All the days ordained for me were written in your book before one of them came to be. Before you had a name, before you had a story, before you even had a single day of life, your entire existence was known, recorded, and purposed in the mind of God. Your journey, your callings, your challenges, your triumphs, they were all part of a divine plan. This isn't fatalism. It's the ultimate reassurance of intentionality. You are not just here. You are here for a reason, designed with a purpose, equipped for a mission uniquely yours. You are an NFT, a non-fungible token, meaning you are singular, irreplaceable, and possess inherent, incalculable value. There has never been, nor will there ever be, another you. Your fingerprint, your voice print, the unique pattern of your thoughts, all uniquely yours, reflecting a divine originality. The inverted implication here is monumental. In a world saturated with comparison, where we are constantly told we need to be thinner, smarter, richer, more successful, more charismatic, more like them, Psalm 139 screams a liberating truth. You are perfect in your design. Your flaws, or what you perceive as weaknesses, are often part of your unique spiritual DNA, contributing to the very individual you are meant to be. Stop comparing. Stop striving for someone else's mold. Embrace the radical originality of your own being. That unique personality, those specific talents, even your specific struggles, they are all components of the masterpiece you are. Your worth is not derived from what you achieve or what others think of you. It is inherent in the fact that you were meticulously created by a God who makes no mistakes. From a pastoral heart, I want you to internalize this. Your self-esteem, your constant search for purpose, your relentless battle against the tyranny of comparison, all find their ultimate answer here. You are loved, truly and deeply, for who you are, not for what you do, what you own, or what others say about you. Your very existence is a living testament to the boundless love, unimaginable creativity, and unwavering wisdom of God. So when doubt creeps in, when the world tries to diminish your worth, return to this foundational truth. You are not an accident. You are a divine blueprint, exquisitely made, fully known, and deeply cherished. Embrace your unique design, celebrate your God-given originality, and walk forward in the confidence that you are exactly who you were meant to be. We've journeyed through the incredible depths of God's knowledge, His inescapable presence, and the wondrous design of your being. Now the psalmist, having articulated these breathtaking truths about a God who knows everything about him, concludes with an astonishing prayer. He doesn't say, "Thank you for knowing me." Instead, he prays, "Search me, God, and know my heart. Test me, and know my anxious thoughts. See if there is any offensive way in me, and lead me in the way everlasting." This might seem counterintuitive at first, almost redundant. If God already knows everything, why ask Him to search you? My friend, this is not a prayer for God to gain new information. It is a profound invitation, an act of radical surrender and trust. It is the human heart finally acknowledging the all-knowing divine and willingly opening itself, saying, "Even though you already know, I want you to show me. I want to see what you see, even if it's uncomfortable, because I trust that what you reveal is for my ultimate good." It's a prayer born of humility and a deep longing for alignment with the very one who created and sustains us. To say, "Search me, God, and know my heart," is to actively invite divine light into every hidden crevice of your being, even those dark corners that you yourself might be unaware of, or perhaps consciously avoid. Think of it like this. Your heart is a vast, intricate house. You might have walked its rooms countless times, but there are always forgotten closets, dusty attics, or even locked doors you've never dared to open. You might have things tucked away, fears you've suppressed, resentments you've buried, wounds you've never allowed to heal. God in His omniscience already knows what's behind every door, in every shadow. But this prayer is your voice saying, "Lord, shine your flashlight here. Bring to my awareness what needs to be seen. Help me to confront what I've been avoiding." It's an active, collaborative process of self-discovery, guided by the purest light, leading you not to condemnation, but to clarity and freedom. This is not about being exposed to judgment. It's about being exposed to grace that purifies and transforms. It's a brave step, trusting that the one who knows you completely also loves you perfectly. The psalmist continues, "Test me and know my anxious thoughts." In our modern world, anxiety is an epidemic, a constant companion for so many. Our thoughts often race, generating worries, fears, and internal turmoil that can feel overwhelming and uncontrollable. We grapple with these anxious thoughts, sometimes feeling ashamed of them, trying to push them down or rationalize them away. But here the psalmist invites God directly into this inner chaos. He's saying, "Lord, you know every thought, every worry, every fear that pulses through my mind. Not just the surface-level anxieties, but the deep-seated ones, the core fears that drive my decisions, the ones I barely acknowledge. Please put them to the test. Expose their roots. Show me which ones are rooted in truth and which are simply illusions, fed by past traumas or misplaced insecurities." The test here is not a trial to see if you'll fail, but a refining fire designed to burn away what is false, to purify your motives, and to reveal the hidden wellsprings of your true character. It's an invitation to bring the deepest parts of your internal landscape, the messy, the uncomfortable, the terrifying, into the presence of an all-knowing, all-loving God, so that He can bring order to the chaos and peace to the storm. Then comes the plea. "See if there is any offensive way in me." This is where the rubber meets the road. After acknowledging God's perfect knowledge of His innermost being and His anxious thoughts, the psalmist courageously asks God to point out anything that is misaligned, anything that hinders his relationship with God or prevents him from living a life of purpose. An offensive way isn't necessarily a glaring, scandalous sin. It can be a subtle attitude, a hidden prejudice, an unconscious bias, a deeply ingrained habit that subtly pulls you off course, or a spiritual blind spot that keeps you from seeing clearly. These are the paths we might walk down unknowingly, thinking they are harmless or even beneficial, but which ultimately lead us away from God's best for our lives. This part of the prayer is a powerful act of self-examination, but it's not done in isolation. It's a diagnostic request to the ultimate physician, asking Him to illuminate those areas where healing, correction, or redirection is needed. It's an acknowledgement that our own perception can be flawed, and we need divine insight to truly see ourselves and our paths as God sees them. And for what ultimate purpose is this profound search, this deep testing, this radical exposure of offensive ways? The prayer culminates in a resounding request. "And lead me in the way everlasting." This is the desired outcome, the true north for our lives. It's a plea for God to guide us back onto the path that leads to abundant life, to eternal purpose, to enduring joy, to genuine peace. The way everlasting is not just about an afterlife, it's about living a life now that is aligned with God's eternal purposes, flowing from his unchanging character and leading to genuine flourishing. It's a surrender to his perfect guidance, trusting that his path, though it may sometimes be challenging, is always ultimately for our highest good. It's an admission that despite our intelligence, our desires, our best intentions, we often need divine intervention to stay on the correct course, to live out the blueprint that was designed for us. It's letting go of our own faulty maps and handing the steering wheel over to the one who knows the destination and every turn along the way. From a pastoral heart, I see this final section of Psalm 139 as a profound spiritual diagnosis. It's not just a beautiful poem to admire. It's an actionable invitation to an authentic relationship with your Creator. This prayer, when prayed with sincerity, becomes an act of radical authenticity and vulnerable surrender. It's saying, Lord, you know me better than I know myself, and I trust your knowing. So, come into every corner of my heart, expose what needs exposing, heal what needs healing, and lead me into the life you designed me to live. This kind of prayer doesn't just transform your spirit. It actively reshapes your perception of self, brings peace to your mind, and aligns your will with the divine. It's the ultimate path to true freedom, purpose, and genuine peace. What a profound privilege to be known so deeply and to be loved enough to be led. We have traversed the vast landscape of Psalm 139, moving from the staggering truth of God's all-knowing gaze to his inescapable presence to the intricate wonder of your divine design. We've seen how he knows your deepest thoughts, your every movement, your very formation, and how there is no place in the universe or in your heart where his hand does not reach. This journey culminates in a powerful moment of human response, a prayer of radical authenticity that invites a profound reprogramming of your entire being. This is not merely an intellectual exercise. This is an invitation to allow the truth of this psalm to penetrate your soul and actively reshape your reality. The psalmist's concluding prayer, "Search me, God, and know my heart. Test me and know my anxious thoughts. See if there is any offensive way in me and lead me in the way everlasting," is the ultimate turning point, the moment where theoretical truth becomes lived experience. This prayer is not about informing God. It's about transforming you. It's an act of willing vulnerability, laying bare your inner landscape before the one who already knows it intimately. Think of it as a divine diagnostic. In our digital age, we understand that sometimes a system needs a full scan, a deep defrag, to remove corrupted files or hidden viruses that are slowing it down. This prayer is your spiritual deep scan. It's saying, Lord, if there are programs running in the background of my mind, habits in my heart, or paths I'm walking that are not aligned with your good design for me, please reveal them. It acknowledges that our own self-perception can be clouded by biases, by past hurts, by the whispers of the enemy, or simply by the blind spots we all possess. By inviting God to search, test, and reveal, you are actively participating in your own purification, trusting his perfect wisdom and his boundless love to guide you toward wholeness. This is how you shed the old narratives of unworthiness, of being lost, of being insignificant, and step into the truth of who you were always meant to be. When you sincerely pray, "Sonda-me, ó Deus, e conhece o meu coração. Prova-me, e conhece os meus pensamentos ansiosos," you are declaring a profound trust. You are entrusting your deepest fears, your most private struggles, and even your subconscious motivations to the very one who can handle them with grace and power. This isn't just about confessing what you know you've done wrong. It's about asking God to illuminate the roots of your struggles, the unspoken anxieties that drive your decisions, the hidden pathways that lead to patterns of self-sabotage or fear. And the goal is not to shame you, but to free you, to see if there is any offensive way in you, anything that misaligns you with his perfect plan, anything that causes spiritual friction, anything that hinders your full flourishing, and then to allow him to lead you away from it. This is a profound moment of spiritual accountability, not to a harsh judge, but to a loving Father who desires your absolute best. And this leads to the ultimate purpose of this deep divine scan. Lead me in the way everlasting. This is the goal, the destination, the promise of the psalm fulfilled. The way everlasting is not merely a path to heaven. It is a way of life lived in alignment with God's eternal purposes, here and now. It's a life characterized by deep peace, true joy, genuine purpose, and an unshakable sense of belonging. It's the life you were designed for, the life that truly satisfies the longing in your soul. By asking God to reveal and remove what hinders you, you are actively opening yourself to His perfect guidance, allowing Him to correct your course, to heal your wounds, and to direct your steps toward the abundant life that only He can provide. This is about surrendering your own limited navigation system and allowing the Creator of the universe to be your pilot, trusting that His route, though sometimes challenging, always leads to your ultimate good and His glory. This week, my friend, I invite you to take this profound journey personally. Find a quiet moment, open your Bible to Psalm 139, and truly let its words resonate within you. Read it not as an observer, but as the one being spoken to, the one being revealed. Allow the truth of His intimate knowledge, His ever-present closeness, and His magnificent design for you to wash over your soul. Then, with an open heart, pray that concluding prayer: "Search me, God, and know my heart. Test me and know my anxious thoughts. See if there is any offensive way in me, and lead me in the way everlasting." Be prepared for His gentle revelations, for the ways He might highlight areas for growth or healing. Embrace this process, knowing it's born of His perfect love for you. This psalm is more than just beautiful poetry. It's a foundational truth for your identity and your journey. It reminds us that our God is not distant or aloof. He is the one who intricately designed you, who intimately knows you, who is always with you, and who is actively working to guide you into the fullest expression of your divine purpose. When doubts arise, when you feel lost or unseen, return to these words. Let them anchor your soul. Let them remind you that you are not an accident. You are a beloved masterpiece, eternally known and cherished by the Creator of all. What a liberating truth to be so utterly known, so deeply loved and so perfectly guided. And what a privilege to walk this path with Him.